Hello everyone! Welcome to our channel Plants, Crochet, Cooking and more, and I am starting this day with a healthy smoothie, and I am enjoying this smoothie in my balcony garden. My smoothie is over. Now it's time for me to enter the kitchen and start my day's work. My husband has just returned from the local market and he's bought some vegetables. I'd asked him to get very little. So let's see what are the things that he has brought. This is bori. It is the small dumplings that is made with kolai dal. This is the panch foron, a mixture of 5 spices. Let's see what else. Oh my god, this is another panch foron. Oh, and this is the dry red chilies. This is generally required while we do the tempering of many dals and sabzi. Another panch foron. Oh my god, what kind of packaging is this? And this is radish. Then comes the spinach, then comes the brinjals. These long slender brinjals are good to be had with vegetables, like if you are cooking some mixed kind of vegetable or chorchuri, or even in fish curries you can give. And here, this is the methi ka saag and methi ka saag. Yes, fenugreek leaves, and this is the dill leaves. It is called, I think, Mourir shak in Bengali. So this is what has been brought. One more methi ka saag, and he has bought some fish. I think it is, yes, it is rohu, the labio rohita. Okay. So I need to wash the fish first. Some potatoes, chilies, squash, and raw banana. Let me show you the raw banana. This is the raw banana. So this is the shopping for today. I have kept smoothie for him. Okay, this is it. First and foremost, cleaning the vegetables. Spinach is done. Now I'm going to start off with the methi ka saag, fenugreek leaves. I'm just going to cut them off from the main stem, the tips. This is done. I'm not going to wash this because I'm going to keep it in the refrigerator. It's better not to put water onto it. Moisture is going to spoil it. I'm just putting it into a steel container which has a lid. I'm going to use it within a day or two. So keeping it dry is best. Next comes the dill leaves. How many of you all like this vegetable? The stir-fried dill leaves are indeed very, very tasty, as well as health-wise, it is number one. I'm not going to cut this, so I'll just put the roots into some water, into a glass. This is going to stay for a day or two. And then here, the chilies. These are all the small preparations that can be done whenever green vegetables come into your house. I have a video on this as well, how to make all the masalas and all ready. I'll put the link. If you all want, you all can have a look into it. Always put a tissue paper whenever you put the chilies, otherwise the rotting process starts very soon. The tissue paper will help to absorb that moisture. This will go into the fridge. Next comes the radish and the raw banana. Today I have planned to make ghondo out of this. It's a vegetable. It's actually a Bengali dish. Tastes awesome. Y'all can give it a try. And yes, whenever I'm showing the recipe, yes, as some of y'all have asked, I am putting the ingredients list at the end of the video. Y'all can check it out after the video is over. So here I've taken a raw banana, peeled it, and yes, as soon as you start peeling the banana and you start cutting it, you immediately put it into the water because it will turn blackish. It has a lot of iron content in it, due to which when it comes in contact with the air, it will start oxidation. So it's better to put it into water. And while you cut bananas, it's better that you lightly oil your hand so that that sticky thing does not get into your hand. So this is what I have done. I've peeled the bananas. I have chopped them lengthwise. See how I've done it. And then into the water. Let it stay like this in the water for some time while I continue with the radish. Chop the radish lengthwise. Make it a little thinner than compared to the raw bananas. Radish is cut. Keep it in a separate container. Now comes the brinjals. You can use the other brinjal as well, but this one I feel is better for the vegetables, the curries I mean to say. I've washed the brinjals and kept it. Now I'm going to chop them. Slit the brinjals lengthwise in order to check if there is anything in it like insects or something like that. This is clean, so you can proceed to cut it the other way. Similarly, check the other brinjals as well. If there is an insect, you can just remove that part out. That part of the brinjal can be just removed. So as you can see, the brinjals have all been cut. Now I'll start making the masala. I'm going to dry roast jeera, the red chili, sukha mirch and panch foron. That is cumin seeds, dry red chili and the panch foron. On a low flame, I'm just going to heat it. Once you start getting a light aroma, you can switch off the flame and then let it cool. Now I am going to put the karai onto the stove top and let it heat. In the meantime, let me put the boris into this glass container. Boris can be added to so many things. Even the plain macher jhol, fish curry will be, the taste of it will be enhanced if you add this fried boris into it. In chorchoris also it can be added. So here today I'm going to take a few boris, and then first of all I'm going to fry this. Now remember, don't put too much of oil while frying the bori because it is going to absorb all the oil. So if you are a stingy miser like me, please remember to add very little oil and then use your hands to flip and turn the bori so that it gets oil on all the sides. But if you are too lavish like my husband, then you can add lots of oil and fry the bori in that. Deep fry it. Some boris are too stubborn, they don't want to turn at all. Okay. Once it's fried, just remove it and keep it aside. Now add a little more oil. Add the brinjals into it. Now brinjals too will soak up a lot of oil. So remember, fry it in less oil. While that is being fried, I'm going to crumble the bori. See that it has cooled a little, otherwise your hands are going to burn. Just crumble them. And here the brinjals have all fried to brown color. Now I'm going to remove this and keep it aside. Now I'm going to add oil. I'm using mustard oil. You're free to use any oil, but Bengalis preferably add mustard oil in all their cooking. Shukno lonka, this dry red chilies, will go into it as a tempering. A bay leaf, if it's a big one, just break it into two. Some jeera, that is the cumin seeds. Stir it. Again, you wait for the aroma, the fragrance. Once it is out, you proceed on to the next step. You add the raw bananas that you had soaked it in water. Since we had soaked it in water, can you see it has not turned black? Stir it well. Add the radish as well now, after you have stirred it for some time. After adding the radish, you stir this as well. Now the spices: haldi powder, red chili powder. Stir it again. Now you're going to add the spinach leaves into it. You need not have to cut it very finely. See that it is moderately cut into small pieces. Not too big, not too fine as well. My father used to say that cutting of the vegetables enhances the taste of it. It is true actually. How you cut a particular vegetable for a particular dish depends, the taste of the dish depends upon how you have cut the vegetables. Now you add the salt into it. Check the salt later. If required, you can add it. After you have added the salt, you'll see that the spinach starts to leave some water. Cover it and let it cook on a low flame. My daughter is planning to cook something for lunch today, so she is giving a survey of what is to be done. The spices that I had roasted earlier have now cooled down completely, so I'm going to grind it now. So the spices are ready. Now let's check on what the vegetables are up to now. Let me check once. It is cooked. The radish as well as the raw bananas, they are all cooked. I have not added extra water into this. Add a little bit of sugar. Now I'm going to add the brinjals into it that had been fried earlier. Stir this up well. Crumble a few boris. Also, this is the time that you'll add the ground spices and then stir it. I could not shoot that, I'm sorry for that. Boris and the ground spices. Stir them well. Cover it for some more time. And then it is ready to be taken out into the dish. Perfect to be had with hot steamed rice. Ghonto. That is what we call. Garnish it with some bodi, the crumbled bodi, that is the lentil dumplings. You can also add a little bit of ghee on top. My cooking is done. Now my daughter is going to come and start with her cooking. So I'm going to leave the kitchen to her. And this is how my daughter has prepared the fish. It is called the Andhra Cheppa Pulusu, a dish from Andhra Pradesh. I'm happy that she's learning how to cook a little at a time, day by day. And I don't stop her from doing so. It's just that I keep vigilance over her at some times. And yes, there are some times when it does not come out how she wants it or how the taste should actually be, but then that is not that is not the main factor. The main thing is that she has prepared it and she has served it to us. Here she has fried the fish. I have seen that she could not turn it properly. I've told her next time to use the ladle and a support so that she could flip the fish properly, because they are soft fish, and not to cover it for too long when you're frying the fish, because then it becomes softer. You just cover it for some time, and then the next time when you flip it, you need not cover it. That is what I have told her. These are small things that she will learn every day from time to time. And I have put the recipe in the written format of whatever she has done, and a few things which she missed out. She did not put the curry leaves. We have curry leaves in the balcony flower pot, but then she missed it. Coriander leaves, she did not garnish it. So I have put those. The exact recipe has been given by me in this video itself.
দারুণ হয়েছে একটু
Gluten actually, this masala is on top, no?
I got the masala.
You got? Bodi niyecho? Yes. Papa tumi niyecho eta? Bodi wala khana hoye. Bodi wali. And this one Adi has made. Adi, this is Andhra Chepapulusu.
Yeah.
I love this dish, you know.
You never make it.
I never make because I have to put lots of oil in this one.
Actually, I was putting it fell down my really
By mistake.
so much.
Okay, let's enjoy our food. And now is our much awaited lunch time. And let me taste the ghonto first and tell you about it. It's darun.
নিজে বানিয়ে নিজে হয়েছে
কাঁচা কলা, মূলো আর বেগুন বড়ি আর পালং শাক। Now I will take the fish. আদি মাছটা ভেঙে গেছে।
It was fresh, no?
Fresh.
Fresh.
ভাজতে গিয়ে ভেঙে গেছে। ওকে, নেভার মাইন্ড।
ফ্রেশ
আমি এভাবে জয়েন করে নিচ্ছি মাছটাকে এখানে।
সাঁতার কাটছিল
Okay, okay, okay. Let's see how it tastes.
ফ্রেশ মাছ মাছওয়ালার পাশে ছিল ওখানে সাঁতার কাটছিল
Too good, Adi. Too good. Too good.
Thank you.
খেয়ে দেখো মাছটা, অপূর্ব হয়েছে, অপূর্ব। I need to take some extra rice. It's fabulous.
Also
You'll also take?
bring for me also
Okay. একবার মুখে দিয়ে নিই, তারপর নিয়ে আসছি।
নাইজেরিয়াতে দাও দারুণ হয়েছে গো অনেক ভাত খেয়ে নেওয়ার ইচ্ছা করছে
খাও।
থ্যাংক ইউ
আদি, ও তোমার তো এটাই শেষ হয়নি।
I like the white one more.
My God, I'm having so much of rice. আমার লেবু লাগবে না। Does anybody want লেবু? Too good, too good.
এই রেসিপিটার জন্য না এই মাছ যে কাটা হয়েছে গোল গোল একদম অ্যাপ্রোপ্রিয়েট হয়েছে। লম্বাটা ভালো লাগতো না,
মানে গাদা পেটি যেটা বলছো,
গাদা পেটি
গাদা পেটি একসাথে।
দোকানদার বলে দাদা
এগুলো মাছের কালিয়াগুলোতেও ভালো হয়
দাদা
এই কাঠ।
দই ছিল না।
আমাদের দোকানদার বলছে মাছওয়ালা, দাদা পিস কিরকম করবো, গোল গোল করবো নাকি লম্বা হোটেল পিস করবো? না, গোল গোল করেন কাদা পেটি একসঙ্গে।
After a hearty meal, I sat down to do a little bit of my embroidery. I don't have the habit of taking my afternoon nap, so this is how I spend my time after lunch. A little bit of me time. If you want to see this design and how I've done it, I'll put the link for it. The entire video has been uploaded earlier. You can check that out if you are interested in embroidery. I had made a wall hanging with this. Time passed by so fast. My daughter is studying for her final exams, and now it's already evening. I think everybody is hungry just like how I am. So let me see. I have a little bit of aloo dum left behind, and my relative from Kaohsiung had sent cell roti and capsio. So we are going to enjoy this one. So I'm calling my daughter. She still has some work to finish, she says. সব প্রাকৃতিক পাঠিয়েছে। সেলরুটি দিয়ে আলুর দমের কিন্তু বেস্ট কম্বিনেশন। No? Mom used to make, remember?
Yes, I remember.
Have a spoon.
What is this?
I think it is a capsule Bollywood. This is a little sweet. The design is up and how beautifully it is made. You know? Ade, come. I better go and call my daughter. The tea is already getting cold.